Have you ever wondered how some people seem to have an extraordinary command over their lives? Today we're diving into the heart of this mystery and uncovering the secret power that lies within each of us. Imagine for a moment a world where you're the author of your own story, where the pen is in your hand and the pages are waiting to be filled. This is the concept of personal power, the ability to shape our own destiny and carve out our unique path in life. It's the understanding that we are not mere passengers on this journey, but the drivers of our adventure. Yet, so often, we find ourselves feeling as though we're at the mercy of circumstances, buffeted by the winds of fate. We feel powerless, stuck in a rut, disheartened by the monotony of an unfulfilling existence. But what if I told you that this feeling isn't a reflection of reality, but a perception shaped by our own surrender? Yes, you heard it right. We surrender our power, often without even realizing it. We relinquish control of our narrative, handing the pen over to external circumstances, to other people, to fear, doubt, and insecurity. This surrender is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet it fundamentally alters the course of our lives, leading us down a path of dissatisfaction and lack of fulfillment. The truth is, we are not powerless, quite the opposite. We are powerful beyond measure. We have the capacity to change, to grow, to overcome obstacles, and to create a life that truly resonates with our deepest desires and values. Our personal power is like a dormant volcano, waiting to erupt and transform the landscape of our lives. But how do we awaken this sleeping giant? How do we reclaim our power and take back control of our life's narrative? The answer lies within us, in the silent spaces between our thoughts, in the quiet whispers of our intuition, in the unyielding strength of our spirit. The first step towards reclaiming your power is recognizing that it's yours to take back. Consider the story of Jane Doe, a woman who went from feeling powerless to becoming the architect of her own life. Jane was a woman like any other. She clocked in at her 9-to-5 job, juggled family responsibilities, and tried to squeeze in a semblance of a social life. But deep down, she felt a gnawing dissatisfaction. She felt stuck, trapped in a life that was more about surviving than truly living. One day, Jane had an epiphany. She realized that she was the only one who could change her life. She was the only one who held the power to transform her life from a monotonous existence into an exhilarating journey. And so, Jane decided to reclaim her power. The path to reclaiming her power was not easy. It required her to venture out of her comfort zone, to face her fears, and to challenge her limiting beliefs. It was a journey that required courage, persistence, and resilience. But Jane was determined. She started by setting clear, actionable goals for herself. She wanted to find a job that gave her a sense of purpose, to cultivate healthier relationships, and to nurture her physical and mental well-being. These were not just wishful thoughts, but concrete objectives she set out to achieve. With her goals in sight, Jane began to take action. She enrolled in online courses to enhance her skills. She started attending networking events to meet like-minded individuals, and she incorporated a regular exercise routine into her daily schedule. The challenges were many. There were moments of self-doubt. There were times when she wanted to give up, and there were days when the obstacles seemed insurmountable. But Jane was relentless. She faced each challenge head-on. She picked herself up each time she fell, and she never lost sight of her goals. In her journey, Jane learned the importance of self-care. She understood that to be able to give to others, she first needed to take care of herself. She made time for meditation, she prioritized her sleep, and she nourished her body with healthy food. Jane also learned the power of positive thinking. She realized that her thoughts had a profound impact on her actions and her life. She started practicing gratitude. She replaced negative self-talk with positive affirmations, and she visualized her success. The transformation was not overnight, it was a gradual process. But with each passing day, Jane became more confident, more fulfilled, and more in control of her life. She began to love her life, not because it was perfect, but because she was actively shaping it into the life she wanted. Jane's story is a testament to the transformative power of taking back control of your life. Jane, once feeling powerless, managed to become the architect of her own life. And if Jane could do it, so can you. After all, the power to transform your life lies within you. One of the most potent tools in reclaiming your power is the ability to make choices. Picture a world where every decision is made for you: what you wear, what you eat, where you work. It's a life void of individuality, personal growth, and fulfillment. But you don't live in that world. You live in a world where you have the power to make choices. Take Jane, for example. Jane was stuck in a life she didn't choose. She was living someone else's dream, not her own. But one day, Jane decided to reclaim her power. She started making conscious choices, deliberate decisions that reflected her desires, her dreams, her values. She chose to leave a job that was draining her energy and taking her away from what she truly loves. Jane chose to invest time in her passions, in people who uplift her, and in experiences that enrich her life. And you know what? You can do the same. You have the power to choose what thoughts to entertain, what actions to take, what habits to cultivate, and what dreams to chase. The power of choice is not just about making big life decisions. It's about the small, day-to-day choices as well. It's about choosing to wake up early to pursue a healthy lifestyle. It's about choosing to read a book instead of scrolling through social media. It's about choosing to say no when your plate is already full. Making choices, big or small, can lead to a sense of control and satisfaction. It can make you feel powerful, knowing that you are the driver of your own life. It can make you feel alive, knowing that every choice you make is a step towards creating the life you love. So remember, your life is a result of the choices you make. If you don't like where you are, choose differently. Choose wisely, choose boldly, choose to reclaim your power. Every choice you make is a step towards creating the life you love. Change is inevitable, but it's how you react to it that truly matters. Let's take a moment to ponder upon this. Change, like the shifting tides of the sea, is a constant in our lives. It's the one thing you can always count on. But instead of fearing it, let's try to embrace it. Take the story of Jane, for instance. Jane was a woman who had been working in the same job for over 20 years. She was comfortable, but not particularly fulfilled. Then one day her company announced a major restructuring, and Jane found herself out of a job. For many, this would be a devastating blow. But Jane saw it differently. She saw it as an opportunity to break free from the monotony of her old job and chase after something she was truly passionate about. She embraced the change, and in doing so, she discovered a new path for herself. Jane decided to go back to school and study graphic design, something she had always been interested in. It was tough, starting over at her age. There were moments of self-doubt, moments when she questioned her decision. But she persisted. She embraced the change and used it to her advantage. And guess what? Today, Jane is a successful graphic designer, living her dream, and more importantly, she's happier than she's ever been. She took a situation that could have been a crisis and turned it into an opportunity for growth. So, what can we learn from Jane's story? That change, while it can be scary, can also be a stepping stone towards greater things. It's an opportunity to reassess, to reevaluate, and to reinvent ourselves. It's a chance to take back the power and create a life that truly satisfies us. Remember, change is not something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. It's a door to new possibilities. It's a catalyst for growth. It's a tool that can help us build the life we've always dreamed of. When you embrace change, you empower yourself to create a life that truly satisfies you.